Those 9 blue feathered beauties on deck at the Dyna publicity tent, they're the Dyna Cuties. They're the last dancers standing after a fierce international competition in which the gals all lived in a giant dorm and competed for dominance on television. On the final episode, the king, Strip Weathers, handpicked the winners. Linda was a demolition derby queen and the toughest lady in her class. That is until the king stole her heart with his gentlemanly charm. It wasn't long before she turned in her roll cage for a 2-car garage in the country with her sweet daddy rabbit. Dash Boardman never misses a shot. Dash got his big break in Tallahassee when he inadvertently made a wrong turn into the celebrity brake check area and found himself face-to-face with legendary racer Spider Dangerford. With some fast talking and quick wit, Dash left with an exclusive photo of Spider and a scoop on the champ's inside track strategy. Hooman started off his career in the news as a gopher. The reporters and producers didn't even know his real name. They simply called him Gopher as they sent him off to go for lunch, go for equipment, or go for anything else they needed. But nowadays, all he goes for are the big stories, and everybody knows who Hooman is. Tractors are hard workers. They enjoy what they do, plowing through the fields on a nice warm day, and then falling asleep under the moonlight. But every so often, they wake up to the sound of snorting and giggling trailing off into the distance, and they find themselves lying on their backs staring up at the stars. But they don't mind. It's actually kind of nice to get to sleep lying down for a change. These high-powered rollers, known as the Autobahn Society, fly the world in executive fashion to lay stakes against the greatest cars on the circuit. It's not uncommon for these gentlemen to bet a small fortune on everything from who will win the race to who will come in last and every place in between. Cora Copper Gold Digger is one of those press hounds you never want to tangle with, especially if you've got something to hide. A tireless, some say ruthless, investigator, she's uncovered dirt on the cleanest circuit racers. Anything that will sell copies of her paper, Automan Empire. Jerry trained for years to be a stunt car, but never quite made the cut. It certainly wasn't for lack of talent, though. The truth is, forklifts just don't make good stunt cars. Thankfully, Jerry could always fall back on his legendary juggling ability. If you're lucky, you'll spot him practicing in the wee hours of the morning in various secluded parking lots. Fred is truly racing's #1 fan. Some cars have better wax jobs or attached bumpers, but do they have the heart and dedication Fred has? Not a chance. Between Fred's racing blogs, podcasts, websites, and daily call-ins to numerous radio shows, it's amazing Fred has time to get to any actual races. Badge number 153, Axel Accelerator, may be the fastest hot pursuit vehicle on the force, but he's also the first to volunteer for escort duty when it comes to his favorite Piston Cup champions. No matter how cushy the job, he's always on the ready to break into the next high-speed chase. Bertha Butterswagon has made a mint off her custom line of license plate frames, each one hand-painted with little Teddy cars. They've swept the nation and can be found on auto parts stores everywhere. Who knew a homemade holiday gift for her sister would become such a hit? Ched is known as the two-legger because he breaks every truck and run right down the middle. Today, after a 3-day run from Seattle, he'll take a 20-minute cat nap and then it's on to another 3 straight through to Orlando. Chet stays alert by reciting the state capitals frontward and backwards and belting out 99 bottles of brake fluid, sometimes expanding the tune to 800 or so bottles. Oliver likes posing as a long-haul trucker. The truth is, he just likes the top-down truck stop. You see, he's actually an online stockbroker, and he lives less than a mile down the road. But he likes to pop in once in a while and crack some jokes, take a nap, or just listen to stories from the constantly changing clientele, all on their way to someplace far off and exotic. Ben considers the open road his home, fellow truckers his family, and the top-down truck stop his dining room. He has few close buddies, but can make friends in every town he passes through. Once Ben's met someone, he never forgets their name. He can recognize a familiar grill anywhere. Duff has a lot of steam to blow off, especially considering he's a diesel. He spends most of his time working out, pulling rigs at the gym, and practicing tough guy comebacks to himself in the mirror. But when faced with actual conflict, he's as shy as a 4-cylinder.